Welcome to day one of teaching my 10-year-old daughter how to cook so she can add another skill to her bag of skills. Today we're making Nigerian meat pie for beginners. And yes, she's the beginner. It's actually not her first time, but she wanted to do it all on her own without any input from me. So here she goes. For meat pies, we need filling and the dough. And for the filling, we need minced beef, potatoes, and carrots, and cornstarch to go along with it to thicken the filling. And for the dough, we need milk, salt, butter, eggs, baking powder, and flour. And once the potatoes and carrots are cut, we're going to heat up some oil and stir fry the minced beef until it's brown. We don't want to see any red at all. And then we add thyme, curry, seasoning cubes, garlic and ginger paste, cayenne pepper, and then stir it all inside. And then later on, after a few minutes, you're gonna add the potatoes and the carrots and stir fry until it's all combined together. And then we're gonna make a mix of cornstarch, add it in so it can thicken, cover it, and then put the time in for 20 minutes. And while that's cooking, we're gonna get the dough ready. And for that, we're going to need 4 cups of flour, which she measured, and then add them one after the other and cut and add butter into small chunks, and then add a sprinkle of salt and 1 teaspoon of baking powder inside the bowl, and then use our hands to mix it all together until it looks like breadcrumbs. And then it's time for the wet ingredients. We add 1 egg, 1 cup of milk, and then mash it all up together to form the dough. Once the dough is ready, she's going to wrap it all up and put it in the fridge for 30 minutes. And there goes our timer for the filling, and our filling is already after 20 minutes. And then after 30 minutes, we're going to take out dough from the fridge. And now she has her setup ready to. And now she's going to use some flour to dust the chopping board and get our egg wash ready. You're going to see what we're going to use it for later. And once that's done, we're going to use a dough cutter to cut the dough into smaller portions and start the rolling. And also dust the rolling pin as well. I don't know why she likes doing that, but she does. And then she starts rolling it out and flattening it a bit to form a round circle, and then use the dough cutter to even out the edges. And once that's done, she's removing the extra bits we don't want and proceed to add the filling in the middle. We don't want too much filling because it can burst open while baking. And now she's folding the dough to make a semicircle, then press the edges together using a fork and poke holes at the top, and then repeat the process a few more times and placed on a baking tray lined with baking paper. Another important step is to brush the top of the pies with egg wash so it looks like the pies take care of their skincare. The egg is like the glue to give it its final look and that gorgeous golden color that we're going for. The pies are now ready for baking. She already preheated the oven to 350 Fahrenheit and will let it bake for about 30 minutes. And after 30 minutes, it's all ready to enjoy after it cools out. Let me know in the comments if you want part 2 of how learning how to cook.